Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jamie Scrafton, and welcome back once again to the Nxtgen Hot Hatch series here on GT Sport. We apologise that we were unable to accommodate for last week. I was suffering a migraine at the time of the evening's race, and I was pretty much in bed actually till Wednesday afternoon. From about Tuesday lunchtime to about a full 24 hours in bed, roughly. But we're back. 2 rounds left to go in the Nxtgen Hot Hatch series. Tonight we're at Tsukuba. Circuit I very much enjoy. Not raced a lot on it. Only a couple of races with the Nxtgen GT4 European series on GT Sport, but damn, it was fun. It was a good one. Hopefully, for those of you who maybe didn't see the last race we did, round 8, someone actually wasn't available for me to see on the screen. We had an actual driver that was invisible. So hopefully tonight we've got everybody on the screen for me. I'm just going to get the point standings up here. And of course it is NGR Saxo that leads the points. And it looks like after last week, it was Baz46 that improved his position on the board, entering 2nd place with 245 behind Steve. Mr. Saxo is 252. Then we have Don in 3rd with 243. Then quite a way back is Bert with 228, Jutty with 192. Jiddy Green 181, NGR Robinson 173, Lewis Archer with 172, Lorna with 169, and NGR Bigsy rounds out the top 10 drivers on the board with 162 points. The team standings, it is B Racing Team with 479, B Wine Racing with 470, Bickerby Racing with 354, Premature and Acceleration with 350. That rounds out the top 5 teams. Qualifying underway here at Tsukuba. Looks like NGR Saxo is the first one to, well, he will be the first one to make a time. As he's about to begin his lap, let's take a lap around Tsukuba on NGR Saxo's Honda Civic. If you remember, RAFC is down to 1 driver. That is due to Polish being injured. I do not believe Jutty will be making an appearance at Tsukuba here tonight, for reasons I am not aware of. I believe that Baz may be away also. Away with professional work, and therefore unable to race. And that's going to do it, folks. That is pretty much a lap around Tsukuba. It's a short track, lots of technical and straight sections, but it is actually NGR Bigsy putting that Care Bear Ford Focus at the top. Well, very briefly, Don was able to, of course, smash it, as he likes to do. With a 2/10 advantage here. Let's just take a look through tonight's field. Of course, we have Don, who's currently sitting on pole position. We've also got NGR Bigsy, NGR Saxo, Brugibald, Doc Carter is apparently making an appearance. We've got Bert Hubin, NGR Robinson, JD Green, Lorna, Prolu Archer, and those are the guys on the racetrack at the moment. Let's back out here and take a look at our driver list. So we have 12 people in the lobby. Of course, I'm not one of the participating drivers, so we've got 11 possible drivers currently in the lobby. We've got Ron racing there, who's the guy that I couldn't see last time for some reason when we were racing. Hopefully he will appear on the screen tonight. And your Saxo back to the top of the board, nearly getting 2/10 on Don's already impressive lap time. I'm not sure what lap times the guys have been running during their practice over the last week. Well, some drivers had no practice at all. I imagine we're going to see quite a few guys overshoot that final tight corner there. That hairpin. Saxo is in. Don is in. And Joe Big Z, the fastest race car on the racetrack at this moment in time. The number 39 Care Bears Ford Focus. The Ford Focus is a very difficult vehicle to find speed in that we've discovered throughout the season, but looks like Big Z's found a way to make it work tonight here at Tsukuba. I believe that may be Dark Carter coming out of the pits. No, that's Broody. So we will be running a standard package here at Tsukuba with the traditional sprint race based on qualifying results, and then a feature race reverse grid based on sprint race results. That is the Hot Hatch way. And we believe that next season we got a big surprise for you guys that watch. It will be a new type of 300 horsepower based event for season 12 of Nxtgen. We're excited to get further details and completion on that. The guys during the off week after our last covered event ran a test race. Wasn't there for that. But these guys always put together a good racing package, so I wouldn't expect anything less from the guys. Just going to unplug my remote and get a bit comfier for watching the racing. So the fastest lap right now is a 58.7, unless Saxo can improve here. I believe that was his out lap, despite the game not saying it was. But I mean, this track is very small and we've got a spin. It looks like Dark Carter and his Civic's gone off. Maybe a bit of collision there with Lou Archer also, as the two did go off in that final hairpin roughly at the same time. Oh dear. Let's see what happens with Lou Archer. He's going to enter the pits that way. Hopefully he comes into a stall in a ridiculous method. Possibly. Nah, it's going to be a pretty standard pit entry there for Lou Archer, unfortunately. So Dark Carter running his Castrol Civic, number 421. Have to see what he is able to accomplish. I believe, if not a rookie, that's a new car and scheme. Very nice scheme at that. Robinson there improving on his lap time. Brugi currently in 4th on the board. Then Joe Big Z holding in strong there with the 3rd starting spot on the grid. And then of course the 2 fast Civics at the front of the field. Saxo and Don. Got a couple of vehicles there in the pits. So it looks like Ron Racing's not come out yet. I'm just going to back out of this, Because the last time he was in the lobby list, this was sort of flashing grey and black stripes. But because that isn't doing that, I assume when he comes on, I mean, I'd like him to come on really, so I could see if I can see him. Because then I could possibly leave the lobby and rejoin if there's an issue there. Not many places to pass here if you're running the preferred line. Doesn't leave a lot of opportunity. Probably one of the best passing zones is in that final corner. Get a good run, get a good line, get a good drive off down into turn 1. Probably the best opportunity these people are gonna have. Saxo line not able to improve. It's like a 58.7 is going to be a very fast lap. The alien strikes again. Don making a good arch there, not going to be quicker though, 1.5 seconds slower, but good arch through that corner. Entered high, swooped down to the low side, drove it right up against the apron again. It's the way to take that corner. My headset's going to fall off my eyes. I need a new headset, guys, basically. Right guys, I'm just going to go fill a pint glass with water. I'll be right back. And looking at the time, it should be sprint race time. So, back in a second. With the Online Racing Network, I'm Jamie Scrafton, your host for tonight's Nxtgen Hot Hatch Series race at Tsukuba. And our fastest lap has not been beaten during the break. NGR Saxo still holds the top spot with 58.7. Don Dotter in second, and NGR Bigsy makes up your podium qualifying positions. It's not long to go at all in qualifying. And I believe this is the full house that we will be receiving tonight here at Tsukuba. One Racing is now on my list. Hooray, there he is. That is it, qualifying is over. We are about to go racing at Tsukuba for round 10 of the Nxtgen Hot Hatch League here in GT Sport. Your front row, NGR Saxo, Don Dotter, both driving Civics. Then a third focus brings up the Civic Type Party. NGR Bigsy starting third, brilliant qualifying effort from that driver. And let's see what happens in 10 very short laps here at Tsukuba. Green flag in the air. A little bit of tyre smoke there from the start. Looks like Don and Saxo fairly even start. Don's going to have the inside line going in. Saxo able to hold on the outside. Oh, bit of contact in the back there between Robinson and JD Green. Everyone going to make it through here. Looks like it. Nearly 3 wide in places. Lou Archer's up to 6th. The front 3 already pulled away a little bit from the rest of the guys. Got an absolute train from 4th on back. Bigsy's trying to hang on to the back of these Civics. Looks like Saxo run quite wide, but so did Bigsy. He's going to get a big run possibly down here. But this train still exists a bit further back in the pack. As JD Green runs it a little bit wide. Robinson shuffles back down to 10th. Archer and Ron racing side by side. Looks like Ron got loose on the bottom of JD Green. They're going to hang on to it. Ron racing, Lou Archer and JD Green got into a bit of a scuffle there, but we're able to hang on. That is the gap between this first little group and then the rest of the field. Best shown on the mini-map in the top right-hand corner. Back 4th and 5th seem to be breaking away. That is Lorna and Bert. One racing there fairly on his own. Second and a half back into the front as we've got a wreck. No, we don't. They hung on, that looked like it was going to be a wreck. Lou Archer and JD Green battling very hard at the beginning of this bit of contact. Dark Carter goes wide. And Robinson and Dark Carter side by side. Brugi has fallen back in his Focus, my apologies. But look at the drive NGR Bigsy is doing in that Focus, hanging with our 2 of the fastest drivers of the entire season here in a car that's not appeared very strong at all. That Ford Focus throughout the season, but NGR Bigsy getting it done today. This train of cars is spreading out. As we've already begun lap 4 here at Tsukuba. It's going to be a short event, most definitely. But as I said, not many opportunities to pass. All we're seeing is the occasional someone makes a mistake and they shoot on by. Robinson's managed to get a place on Dark Carter there. Lou Archer up and down a bit like a yo-yo. But yeah, from 4th on back, these guys just seem to be almost tangled up together, just like our front runners at the moment. That's the furthest, looking at the map, that Bigsy has fallen back from the front 2. Look at the difference in lines. Don enters extremely high compared to Saxo. But then it does appear that Don gets the better run into turn 1, but he's just not close enough to obviously make any moves, and he just gets stuck behind Saxo once again. this is the battle. We are almost halfway through race number 1. In fact, I think you could probably say that we're halfway through this sprint race now. It's about 50% of this lap has been completed. Dark Carter to the back of the field. Brugi there also. Lorna holding it on in 4th, but still behind him, and Ron still behind him. Ron started fairly deep in the field, up to 6, proving the Ford Focus's fairly strong cars here. And of course, not to say that anyone's driving talent isn't as good as the equipment underneath them, but you can only perform as well as the equipment that you have, and the Focuses seem to be doing good here, the way these things are built. We might get a Care Bear podium, should be pretty cool to see. Looks like Dark Carter now off the pace. Not sure if he's suffering damage, but yeah, looks like there's a bit of damage on that car. If he pits to fix that, the race might actually be finished before he gets off. The laps are flying by that quickly here. Oh, we've got somebody off in the grass. That is NGR Robinson. Not sure if he just ran it wide. Brugi was around him at the time. I mean, Dark Carter there's obviously had a chance to catch up, but with the look of that damage, I don't think it's not really anything for Robinson to consider. But we'll have to keep an eye on that as that develops. Lorna Bate and Ron still hold 4 through 6. And you've got Ginny Green and Lou Archer rounding out the top 8s. And then it's back to Brugi. Just looking at the mini-map, doesn't look like Robinson's getting away from Carter. It's 3 to go for NGR Saxo. He has an opportunity to win a triple crown in Season 11 for Nxtgen Racing. He's currently the point leader for the GT4 European Series and also the GT3 Series that are being run on GT Sports. And that'll be quite an achievement, running 3 series a week. And winning a lot in that. So as you can see, Dark Carter though has gone back again by quite a substantial amount. Robinson now 10 seconds ahead. And although it looks like Bigsy has fallen off quite massively compared to the beginning of this race, he's still closer to Don than he is to Lorna, running behind him. It looks like Don now struggling a little bit. Possible tyre wear coming into play. I mean, these are only 10 laps, but they are 10 technical. Pretty nasty on the tyre laps. Saxo has 1 corner and 1 lap left to go. White flag in the air. Saxo's leads comfortable from a driving point of view, but he doesn't want to make a mistake at this point. There is the rest of the field in the background there. Great shots here at Tsukuba. Didn't know what the cameras were going to be like here, so my first time using the spectator mode here. But pretty stunning shots. Don not going to be able to get it done this time. Out of the final corner. NGR Saxo's going to win the sprint race at Tsukuba. NGR Big C will round out the podium. I bet Big C's thrilled with that. I believe that's his highest finish of the season. The Focus has honestly looked like a chore to drive over the whole season. During the practice season I drove it quite a few times and I found myself heavily frustrated at what I was able to not do with it compared to other cars, so I took a step away. But Big C's stuck with the Focus and he's pulled off a good result here in the sprint race. Let's see what he is able to accomplish with more time in the feature. That is your top 11 positions of the evening. Saxo raises a trophy. Will he raise another tonight? We'll have to see in a little while after a short break. Don't go anywhere. Seen the race chart there, looks like there was a bit of damage given to Robinson there at the beginning of the race that we didn't see. Hence his struggles from the get-go. 25 laps this time, and from the actual sort of group race chart here on my phone, turns out these guys were struggling a lot with tyre wear. To quote Big Z, focus eats tyres, front left was gone. So obviously tyres going to come into play here as we go more than double the length of our sprint race for the feature. Let's see how that goes. So Bert's opting to start on mediums possibly. Bigsy's going to opt for softs. I don't know how accurate that information is, so do not hold me to that. And we will be getting going for race number 2 in 3 minutes. I should probably save the replay just for some good pictures. For all of you Nxtgen guys, I'm planning on putting together a little special something with photos from some of the races. The photos I deem the best gonna get put into a little special thing that I'll send to the people that participated in season 11 of this series. I can tease that now with only a couple of rounds left to go. You guys can get excited for that. Hopefully it's not terrible when I'm finished. Then I'll probably post that on the Facebook page for those of you who would also like to see it. Do not forget we will be having a a reverse field for our feature. So although Mr. Saxo started first, finished first, he will be starting at the back of the field. You can guarantee, see that guy there in the middle of the, that's going to be, yeah it is, it's going to be Lou. It's going to be Lou, of course it is. Lou does enjoy parking on other people's driveways. And even at the racetrack. Oop, I think he thinks he's been spotted. Went to make a little move there. But there is the command from race director tonight, Nxtgen Robinson, lobby host. The race is about to begin. So we will see what's going to happen here. I'm just going to grab a quick swig of the northeast of England's finest tap water. At least 80% water anyway. That's what I'm led to believe. Still waiting for everyone to take their positions. Of course, We know we've encountered some errors in the past with reverse grids, drivers not spawning in the right place to begin a race. So we try to ensure everyone is out on the racetrack. And we are about to get going. "25 laps here at Tsukuba in the dusk setting. Dark Carter and NGR Robinson will make up your front row. Our race 1 winner, NGR Saxo, starting at the back. It's never been a problem for him before, but a track hard to pass. Will it prove him difficult this evening? Green flag out at Tsukuba for round 2. Good jump for Dark Carter there in that Civic. Robinson and Lou Archer down the inside. Teammates take 2nd and 3rd. That'll be Brugi in 4th. Saxo looked like he was already at one place there. Doesn't waste any time. So maybe a little bit of contact between Lou Archer and Brugi. Oh, as Robinson goes for the lead, he's now on the outside. He's coming up to the tightest corner on the circuit. Is going to make that pass for the lead stick. Will it hold into 1 as Saxo's up to 8th? They all come in flying into the final corner. Robinson's going to hold quite a central line. It's going to work pretty well for him. Looks like Lou Archer and Dark Carter may have made a bit of contact. As Archer goes around for 2nd, he's not cleared him. He does now. Lorna going underneath Dark Carter for 3rd. His teammate JD Green there behind, also trying to get around him. Look how tight this is here. Oh, contact Carter in the grass bit. Everyone goes around the outside. Not the corner Carter wanted, dropped a load of places. Look at this craziness. Looks like Don and Bigsy are stuck in traffic as Bert's off. Don't know if he was rear-ender or his brakes locked up. Couldn't really see there. It was all happening so quick and so much to keep an eye on. Saxo now up into 6, almost breaking into the top 5 with 2 laps complete. Bigsy up to 10th, Bert in last. Don unable to follow the success Saxo has moving through the field. Looks like Dark Carter might be giving him a push to the side. They are racing side by side. It is a tight racetrack. Don is on the outside. Carter nearly had the space there, but Carter able to close it. No improvement still for Don. Saxo going to try and make a move around the outside here with Brugi. Looks like he does have the run. He'll also have the slipstream of Lorna ahead. Lorna taking a defensive line. Saxo not going to force the issue. Got a long way to go. Robinson and Archer teammates change for the lead. It's like Robinson just said, hey, you wanted that much, you go get it. I'm not going to fight you for it now. JD Green though right on the back bumper now, Robinson. So Archer went a little bit wide there, but he's going to get a good run off the exit. But JD Green is right there now. JD Green very aggressively trying to find a way around, obviously not making any contact or anything, clean racing, but he was going left, going right, going how do I get around Robinson. Saxo now into 5th, Bigsy up to 6th. How did that happen? What a sneak. Didn't even notice his name trickling its way up the scoreboard. It's like Ron Racing, the other Focus, also getting some good runs there, following Big Z's trail. Fourth, though, is the position in question right now between Lorna, and Lorna hits his teammate JD Green and gets in a Saxo, but that looked a bit like lag to me, because it didn't actually look like Lorna's car was affected, it just looked like everyone else's was. And you can tell Saxo looks obviously a bit annoyed, just giving him a little bump like, hey, what was that about? As Archer is now pulling away from the field. At the line, 5 laps down. 25. Lorna's going to go to the racetrack and hold it off. Saxo up to 4th with a great run on the outside. And GR Big C remaining in the 6th spot, but he is gaining on Lorna and Saxo. Of course, you never really know the true speed of Saxo until he's actually out front. Oh, looks like Big C got a little bit into Lorna's left rear quarter panel there, but backed off immediately. It's kind of sportsmanship you need for a successful league, as JD Green gets loose on and the grass comes off and collects Saxo. Saxo holds on though and is gonna get underneath JD Green. What a battle. I mean, it wasn't really intentional what JD Green did there, just got 2 tyres in the grass. Very honest and simple mistake to make. Came across the racetrack, collected Saxo up in it. Don't know if he's got any damage on his left hand side though, that's the only issue Saxo might have at this moment in time, as teammates Lorna and Green go side by side. Contact between them also. Lots of bumping and banging here in the 300 brake horsepower hot hatch series. This is great racing. I love how we saw no passing in race 1. Very little passing indeed. Now everyone's swerving all over the place, going side by side, making passes, retaking positions. It's crazy. And Lou Archer's loving this, he's pulling away. Robertson's got a little bit of a gap. So JD Green in the grass again almost. As the train heads down to the final corner to complete lap 7. Don and Saxo, while all this battling has been going on, Don has been putting the pressure on, moving his way up towards this pack. And now he's on the attack. Currently in 6th, right beside Saxo. Don, I was going to say, had the preferred line, but Don had JD Green in front. A little bit slower, perhaps. But he has made the pass stick. As Robinson looks like he's going to come under fire from Lorna here for 2nd. Lorna hasn't cleared. That's a successful pass. That is perfectly cleared. Right in front. Robinson, though, going to try and dive it back along the inside. Unable to hold it off, though. Lorna goes back in front. Look at this battle for the top 6, 7. This is the place to be. Meanwhile, Lou Archer's just silently and very comfortably got a 3.7 second lead, 4 second lead at this moment. Lorna, that is the 2nd place car there in the top right hand corner of the screen on the mini-map. That is the gap to 1st. Obviously that blue arrow ahead of the red one is Lou Archer. The rest of the field at the back, but we've got a solid 6-car battle here for 2nd through 7th. Oh no, and Robinson gets a little bit wide in the grass. He knocks JD Green up. Saxo gets into the back of JD Green. That's almost certainly front end damage. Robinson knocked out of line. The fall back into 7th. I want to look at the nose of Saxo, the favourite to win. Yeah, there's quite a lot of scrape and damage and stuff. That usually tends to mean something's broken. If it's light damage, he may try to continue. It looks like Don has also got some front end damage, possibly. And your Big Z there, able to take advantage of that scenario and has moved up 2 spots. Robinson now fallen outside of that 7 battling position, as well as Burt. Now it is a 5-car battle. Saxo has moved up into 3rd. Now has to challenge Lorna for position. Ten laps will be completed at the line. Oh, I need some water after that. Jesus. Right. NGR Big Z opting to pit here on the beginning of lap 11. Robinson is also deciding to come down to make a stop. Brugi also. That is the lead there for Archer. You can see the vehicles in the background. Those are for position. Saxo and Lorna side by side. Saxo able to clear Lorna. Didn't really have a lot to say about Lorna in race number 1, as well as his teammate JD Green. However, involved in a serious battle here at the front. A very hot and heavy battle. With Saxo now in front of Lorna though, Don really needs to figure his way out around Lorna. Saxo having clean air is dangerous for this entire field. Of course, Robinson, Big Z and Brugi just made stops. They will fall 7th, 9th and 10th on the field board. Oh, as JD Green goes for a spin. He's going to hold it straight though. Make a full recovery there. JD Green and Grass not having much luck here tonight. Constantly getting in each other's way. We've got about half of this lap to go. Half of this race, sorry, to go. Hopefully JD Green and the Grass don't meet anymore. Since Saxo has got some clean air, this is the closest that second place has been since Lou Archer did make the pass for the lead. Lou Archer's in. This gives the lead to Saxo. For those of you who are continuous watchers of this series, you will know that Saxo just has a way with strategy as well as speed. He's going to make sure he gets halfway so he can guarantee himself not having to worry about the condition of his tyres, fuel, etc. Don, Lorna, they're your top 3. Big Z has regained the 5th position after making his pit stop on lap 11. Robinson in again. Not sure if we missed him receiving more damage, possibly. I mean, he's almost a lap down at this point. Not the night Robinson was looking for at all. A great beginning to the feature here, but certainly he's got a long time to sort of overcome that finishing position. Of course, if it's happened to him, it can happen to anyone. We'll have to wait and see what happens with them, as the battle for the lead is still alive. Saxo ever so slightly pulling away from Don. The gap now just over a second. As Lorna opts to pit. Pitting from the 3rd position, he will look to come out possibly in double digits here. If not double digits. I think it will be. No, not quite by the looks of it. Actually. He will just come out ahead of double digits. We've got Dark Carter in 10th, Robinson in 11th. The gap now massively seeming to close between Don and Saxo. Lap traffic may have had something to do with that. Unsure, looked like Don was flashing Saxo. Saxo's going to come in. Don stayed out. So Don will therefore pick up the lead. He's maybe thinking, if I stay out one more lap, I'm going to have a lap fresher tyres. Possibly. Tyre change for our sprint race winner. As Don's gone off though, it's costly. In order to really gain anything here, he was going to have to nail this lap. The circle of events puts Big Z in 2nd. Just over 7 seconds behind race leader Don. Lou Archer, who's led the most laps so far in this race, only a couple of seconds behind him. And now Don is in. Hitting the latest, he does have the opportunity to opt for super soft tyres if they can last this remaining 9 laps to a good degree. Maybe on a winning strategy, Ron Racing is also going to, by the looks of it, opt for the same. And NGR Bigsy will pick up the lead here. Oh, but he gets into the grass. Hang on to it. He hits the inside wall. Lou Archer claims the race lead away. And NGR Saxo very close. Oh, and he absolutely wallops Bigsy out of the way. That's going to be big damage for Saxo, of course. Bigsy out of control. I'm assuming the camera wasn't great. May have slid back up into the racetrack. But I believe that is, as Don is just there, that is possibly Saxo's chance at 2 checkered flags tonight over. And he comes back down pit road. New Archer has an 8.7 second lead here. If he's got the fuel and the tyres to do it, that's the gap to 2nd. Bigsy also coming in. He may need fuel. He definitely needs repairs. Possibly tyres. Sit you back a bit further in the field. We've got a battle here for 3rd. JD Green, Bert and Lorna. Bert didn't have the greatest start to this event, however he's moved his way back up. Providing he doesn't need to stop again, has a chance to get a top 5, possibly a podium here. As they come down at the back straight away. The lead now only 7.5 seconds back to Don. 6 laps remain in this race. If Lou Archer can keep Don back at a 2nd a lap, he has an opportunity to win here at Tsukuba. What a feat that would be. It's been one of my highlighted topics throughout Season 11 Hot Hatch Series here for Nxtgen, that Lou Archer is a pretty good driver, just been unable to get races finished. Run great throughout, but not have the results to show for it. It would be great if you could get a result today. This Burt is still wearing out the back bumper of JD Green, looking for a way around, as Lorna has closed the gap back to that. NGR Saxo is back out on the racetrack in 6th, ahead of Ron Racing now. Lorna sitting about 5 seconds ahead. Saxo at this point, I'm not sure if he's comfortable where he is or whether he's going to be trying to go for a top 5. He's the point leader by a fairly comfortable amount, with only one more round to go after tonight. Ron Racing, they're going off into the dirt. 5 laps still remain. Six laps still remain, my apologies, for Lou Archer. 4.1 seconds. Back to second. And that gap ever closing. Take you back to the battle for third. Lorna, though, thinking about going underneath Burt. Thought better of it. Saxo coming pretty quickly. He's halved the gap between him and Lorna since we last checked in. Pretty impressive drive, as the gap to the first place position battle has now shrunk to 1.5 seconds. He can catch Lou. Can he get around Lou? I don't think Lou has enough fuel to seal the deal. As he goes off, he's in the grass. Can he hold on to it? He does. Keeps it going straight. Goes for a defensive line into 1. Now the defensive line taken. Saxo able to move around bits. Also Lorna taking the 4th spot. And as Don able to get a pass done at the same time on race leader Lou Archer. Three laps to go at the line. Not highly unexpected. Don and Saxo have dominated this season in the Hot Hatch series. Brilliant driving. The entire time. And it shows. Both of them with a lot of checkered flags, and Saxo able to get back into a podium position after suffering some seriously heavy damage, and only actually sitting 11 seconds behind race leader Don at this moment. Lou Archer for a silver trophy though. Gonna have to hold off Saxo, but doesn't know that might be much of a challenge. Saxo currently sitting 9 seconds back. I mean, despite Lou Archer's tyre wear situation probably being very awful at the moment, he should be able to hold on for 2 laps. It's Don now on the freshest tyres, I think, unless Saxo changed his again. pulling away. Battle for 7th on the racetrack, Brugge and Ron. Focus versus Focus. And Bigsy there back in 9th, not too far behind. Bigsy was also involved in some damage. Accidental damage between him and Saxo. Bigsy lost control, went in front of Saxo a little bit earlier in this race, about 2/3 of the way through this event. And sadly, Bigsy unable to recover from that incident. The white flag is in the air for Don. Leo Archer trying to hold on for a 2nd place finish, and Saxo probably pretty comfortable where he is after the eventful race he has had here today. Get another podium. Only one more corner for Don to win the penultimate feature race of the Season 11 Hot Hatch Series. Checkered flag waving, it's Don. New Watcher will claim the 2nd place finish, and Saxo will somehow pull off another podium here tonight. Wow. What a race. This track proved very good and funky and cool, I believe would be the word I use for this. It was pretty crazy. And that was Tsukuba. That was our penultimate event for the Season 11 Hot Hatch Series. Anyway, next gen we go to Victory Lane, of course, with Don Dotter here. But we will see you next Tuesday, 1 week today, for the grand finale of the Season 11 Next Gen Hot Hatch Series. Cannot wait. Mark it in your calendars. And we will see you at 8 o'clock, July 3rd. I've been your host, Jamie Scrafton, and we'll see you next time.